slow shooting start? Just what does it take to sort of push through that to then?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think you get lots of different versions of a game. I just didn't feel like we looked like we were moving great, or I don't know, just our readiness wasn't good. You can kind of see it on the defensive end. Just a lot of guys standing up straight and not moving great, et cetera. And that's always going to translate to the other end. And I just think that was it, the readiness to, react quickly. Was, that's why we burned a quick timeout, tried to get it going, tried to, keep shuffling through some players and stuff to find a spark, and it wasn't pretty at all. It never really got pretty for us because we couldn't really hit from the three. Neither team could, right? But I think that, again, that fourth quarter lineup, that's a couple games in a row that they've really guarded, and that's been and Paul's kind of heated up there for a few minutes, and that's kind of got us through the last couple games.
It looked like you went to a zone at times in the second half. What did you kind of like about it?
Yeah, we tried the zone a couple times, and it was effective. I don't know. It was just, just looking for something to get us going. You also probably started blitzing Bain there for a stretch once Drum came in the fourth. Again, just looking for some type of spark to get our defense flying around. And the defense was very good the fourth quarter. Let's not, I thought we made them take tough shots. We turned them over quite a bit in the fourth. So at least we, again, not a pretty win, but a win nonetheless, and a pretty good defensive effort in the fourth.
What do you like about that versatility of that lineup? Because this couple of games in a row, as you said, that they've been able to kind of extend these in the fourth. What do you like about those guys, the way they guard?
Yep. So I think the key starts with, again, I said this the other night, Kelly's into the ball and Q's into the ball, and VJ, those guys are all pressuring the ball and just kind of disrupting everything. And I think once they see that on the perimeter, PG and Drum were back there kind of patrolling in the back. That was probably the key for those guys defensively. And then again, I think, PG found a nice little stretch of a few minutes of just hitting them, one after another. And our guys did a good job of executing and finding him for that little stretch.
Coach, talking about Joel and PG, it seems some type of calmness that they have. I don't know if it's late in their career.
Yeah.
But it seems at times that they were not dominating the game, but then you see the end results, 20 and 18.
Yeah.
Is that the pace that you want for these two guys, because of injury prone that they are?
Yeah, I think the big thing is I think, Tyrese is kind of always going to be like explosive and scoring pretty much, with his speed and energy. But when we get to Joel, a few situations, and you kind of know he's either going to get a bucket or a foul for a stretch, that gets I don't know, gives our team a lot of confidence. And then you shift over and give PG the ball a couple times in a row, and he gets a couple buckets, and they're just not quite sure where you're going to hit them from. And I think that, those key, like you said, kind of composed buckets, are dispiriting a little bit to the other team when you got a couple different places you can go, and then you still have to worry about some of the other guys out there too.
Not the biggest scoring night for BJ, but what do you think of the rebounds, assists, steals? You mentioned his defense, but what do you think about his other stuff?
Yeah, I think he played a very good game. He didn't have a ton of offensive opportunities. I see he's 3 for 8 and 3 for 6. I can't read it. I think a few of those were drives that he, was going to take or got in there and didn't finish them or whatever. He did get hit in the eye, like right at the beginning of the game. So I don't know if that affected him or not, but he still kept playing. I thought he rebounded well, obviously passed the ball well, and just played really solidly. And that's key when you can have your two guard, come flying in and grab that many rebounds.
Maybe not directly related to the game, but you were one of the first people to check on Bill Kennedy when
Yeah.
he went down. Did you see what happened on the play?
Yeah,
mean,
I
a lot of
just
yours-
heard he just kind of screamed out, and I saw him kind of grab his leg, and then he screamed again and went down. And I don't know what the final. I don't know. It looked like a hamstring to me, but I thought I'd heard some rumblings of a Achilles or something at halftime. So let's hope it's not that, but it's too bad, yeah.
Coach Nurse, you guys outscored Orlando 20-12 in the fourth quarter. Just talk a little bit about the Sixers defense down the stretch.
Yeah, it was good. I think we were into the basketball. I think that when their main guys started driving, we provided a lot of help and tried to make those guys get, not play in very much space and get off the basketball. I just think we were just really, keeping the ball in front. And when it did get past us, we always were sending a crowd to it. And again, I'm not quite sure how many turnovers we created that quarter, but it seems like we jarred a few loose too and gave us a chance to kind of break the game open. Yeah.
All right, thanks.
Okay, everybody.
That's good.